It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hi there, folks. Ernie Johnson here, aided once again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to be together again as the NBA regular season wraps up and playoff fever is starting to set in. Are you feeling it, Kenny?
Oh, I feel that playoff fever.
Yes, we do.
Hey, we don't have to pay for this song. Why? Because I made it up in my head.
I'm the backhand guy.
Yeah.
And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. And for Cleveland, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. 81 games down, only one left to go. Shaq, I got to tell you, feels like the regular season flew by. What's your takeaway?
You know, I feel like the game changes every year, Ernie. More athleticism, more three-point shooting. High motion offenses are in fashion right now.
You know what? It's been a great season, guys.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of power.
It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Pistons come into town for this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We take a look at the Cavaliers. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
And it's been a one-sided season series thus far. I mean, they've won all three games and can make it a clean sweep here tonight.
Not just an edge in matchups, but a mental edge as well. I mean, they figured out right away this season how to exploit this team's weaknesses, and they've been relentless in doing it.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Johnson. Brook Lopez is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Jennings, and it's Bellinelli in at the 2.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
Cleveland on defense. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions. And unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
And, you know, Greg, that's the case a lot of times when you have an uneven matchup like that. I mean, the longer it stays close, the more the underdog starts to believe it can win.
Getting back to Jennings last season really did start out as one of his best. Not just the improvement, Clark, in accuracy. His turnovers per game were at a career low.
Yeah, that's what we have to watch out for with Jennings. I mean, he's still only 26 years old, Kevin. Now, plenty of time to continue to refine and hone his game. I think his best basketball is in front of him.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And here are the Pistons. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
And you know, Greg, in that blowout loss that you were alluding to, it was the turnovers that really did them in. You can't give possessions away like that and expect to win.
The shot by Bellinelli, no good. Detroit on D, they come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, the communication and the teamwork. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots.
And the first one drops. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
Here's Bellinelli. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his rebounding had improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
Both free throws good from Bellinelli. Talking about Bellinelli, he won the NBA three-point shootout back in 2014. Looked like he'd perfected his stroke. That gave him great confidence in every other part of his game.
And talent is one thing, but confidence truly does trump almost everything else. And he just didn't seem to have it last season. But he has that craftiness and high-level skill set to really bounce back this year and prove that he's the real deal.
Lopez, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign. Picked by Mozgov. James kicks to Smith. Misses the 3. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Jennings dishes to Lopez. Goes up the baseline, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The Pistons shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of Clark ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch. Back to the basket moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
Jennings passes to Drummond. And Irving pulls it down.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And Thompson kicks to James. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time. And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on. Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Irving with the ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against Atlanta.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
You know, getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. 2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the action and the ownership as well as the fans, but you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home. He's home.
4-4, he could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Here's James. Lopez, a screen on Irving. Jennings kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Drummond. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And, you know, for LeBron, he knew he had his work cut out for him in Cleveland. A younger team unseasoned in the playoffs. They had to remake the roster a bit and gain that experience.
And stolen by Jennings. Johnson kicks to Jennings. Ball's knocked loose. Irving with the steal. Throws it up high. It's deflected. And stolen by Jennings. Johnson outside. Out left to the wing. And stolen by Love. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. James with the ball.
Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's Jennings following the score by Cleveland. Lopez, no luck.
And LeBron and the Cavs, I think they'll have a chance to bring that long-awaited championship to the city of Cleveland. But LeBron's return was bigger than basketball. He said it was about hope and inspiring his home state. And no doubt that was accomplished in his first year. And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Greg, you just said the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs, over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15 and 29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. Here is Jennings. Against Miami, he was really on his game. Lopez, a screen on Irving. It's Jennings with the drive. Here's Lopez. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. And it's 7 points for Brook Lopez. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving dishes to Shumpert. The screen from Thompson. Shumpert passes to Love. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Irving, and it's sent back by Lopez. But they'll get another chance. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And then for Detroit, Morris is checked in for Lopez. Thompson comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Here's Morris. Stolen away. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And he gets it to go. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Morris with the bucket.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Here's Dellavedova. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. Jefferson kicks to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dellavedova. No luck. The Pistons go the other way with it. The dish to Thompson. Varejao against Morris. Thompson with the bucket. Now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Shumpert. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Jefferson dishes to Dellavedova. From 11 feet away, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Drummond. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Johnson. Now here's Rondo. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Dinwiddie's got his first 2 points. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Dellavedova. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Great D that time from Rondo. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Right through the D for the layup. Rondo's got his first points of the night.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Pistons trail by 4. Now here's Rondo to the right side. Here's Dinwiddie. Varejao grabs the board.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Shot's good by Jefferson.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And here's Rondo after Richard Jefferson just hit the 3. Rondo passes to Morris. Soft touch off the glass. Morris has got his second basket of the night.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year. Eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is in performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down start to his career.
And, you know, Kevin, Marcus has talent. He has versatility. He just hasn't found his role. It's time for him to step out of his brother's shadow and really establish who he is as a player.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Dellavedova. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And it's Varejao penetrating. Varejao setting the pick for Shumpert. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Pistons fast break. Rondo with the ball. Jefferson picks him up. Pass to Dinwiddie. Good D by Thompson.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Pistons trail by 7. To the paint. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful.
More of those in him. This lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Jefferson. He has 5. And Thompson kicks to Dellavedova. Whitty. He's guarded by Varejao. And that is good. Now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Now here's Thompson. 8 points his last outing. Here's Shumpert. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 7 points for Amon Shumpert.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these.
Cleveland ahead, leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. The kick out to LeBron. It's a pick by Love. Irving double team. No one near James as he lets it go. And again, LeBron missing. Johnson attacking. Mozgov with the block. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And Rondo sends it back. LeBron dishes to Love. Smith outside. LeBron James on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
And let's check out stats for James. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's averaging 30 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Well, he's operating at the highest level right now, one of the truly elite talents in the NBA.
Detroit making a switch here. Jennings is checked in. Just 4 to shoot. LeBron passes to Irving. The shot. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Jennings against Irving. The drive by Jennings. Love grabs the board. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. LeBron's shot is good. And now an 8-point Cleveland lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Johnson the screen. Jennings kicks to Johnson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And checking out some numbers for Bellinelli. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 12th in 3-point field goal percentage. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And nobody's able to guard him out there. I mean, defenders have been trying to get physical with him, but it doesn't bother him. He just shrugs it off.
Now here's Irving. Irving double team. And so here's Cleveland. Johnson against James. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Johnson. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
James kicks to Irving. Well, wide open look for Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 6. James dishes to Mozgov. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. That pushes it to double digits. And it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
Boy, Kevin, what a sweet stroke from LeBron that trip.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He thinks there are opportunities for second-chance points out there and implored them to go hard to the offensive glass for the remainder of this game. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. It's Mozgov, top of the key. To the paint. And the dunk by James.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by 11. Jennings passes to Bellinelli. Drummond with a screen on Smith. Bellinelli up top, covered by Smith. Here's Jennings. And it falls over the rim and in. Jennings has got his second bucket tonight.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
The drive by Smith, and he bangs it home with one hand.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And it's Drummond missing.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Those two things makes it real hard to score on him.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
First free throw is good. Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
And Cleveland making a change here. Verajav's checked in.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And LeBron throws it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Here's Jennings. Following the basket by LeBron James. It's Jennings with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jennings has got 4 points this quarter.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Pistons trail by 12. Lopez, a screen on Irving. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Amon Shumpert has come in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. And Detroit with a change here, too. Morris is checked in. Here's Dellavedova. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. On the wing, Irving. His first shot coming late. And there's the 3-second violation. So for the Pistons, Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Lopez. Hollis Thompson comes in for Drummond. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Bellinelli. And the Pistons with possession here. Dinwiddie kicks to Jennings. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Thompson, a screen on Jennings. Irving kicks to Thompson. Irving dishes to Verajov. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Verajov's got his first 2 points of the night.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Now here's Jennings. He's guarded closely. To the paint. Tolliver kicks to Dinwiddie. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Dinwiddie's got 5. Here's Dellavedova. Picked by Verajov. And on the way from Irving for 3.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's Dinwiddie. That's good.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
That's his first personal foul.
Detroit making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. The Pistons shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. To the middle. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Irving double team. 5 to shoot. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Misses, and he wants that one back.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Here's Rondo. Morris a screen. Rondo kicks to Tolliver. And here they come. Here's Shumpert. Now that's how to finish the play.
Give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
You'd love for any trip down the floor to end with a shot like that.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Timeout called Cleveland. Cleveland leading by 6. And here is Irving. He's got 6. Dishes it to Varejao. The screen from Thompson. The drive by Shumpert. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Morris a screen. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's denied.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
With the pass.
Pistons trail by 10. Outside Rondo to the middle. Tolliver the pass to Morris. Flanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Morris has got 8.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach.
Theme here, fellas. I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why change? I mean, that's 8 straight points in the paint, and they have now turned this into a physical game.
Here's Rondo. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Dinwiddie's got 11 points in the quarter.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
Irving drives in. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Cleveland leading by 7. 46 seconds left to play here in the half. It's Thompson off the drive and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Tristan Thompson.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
James checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Detroit with a change here, too. Lopez, he's checked in for Anthony Tolliver. Now here's Rondo. Lopez a screen. Rondo kicks to Lopez. The feed to Morris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And, guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao. He doesn't get the second one. Here's Lopez. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Love's checked in. Brook Lopez hits them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
LeBron dishes to Irving. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. Rondo with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. 4 seconds left. And the rejection by Love. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Cavaliers lead by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, he can't do it by himself.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
We got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 17 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Here's LeBron. And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Bellinelli. Johnson is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Jennings in at the 1 spot.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Jennings has got 10 points in the game. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Love right side. Thompson sets the pick for Love. Irving with a clean look. That falls. Great assist by Love. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Great way to start to have easy layup against some soft D.
Cleveland's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Thompson misses. Pistons trail by 7. Now Jennings. 10 points for him. Pass to Lopez. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 6th rebound on the night. And LeBron throws it down.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
With the pass.
Now here's Jennings. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. After the basket by Detroit, James. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter. To the inside. It's tipped. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Well, these are the players you don't want to give any space to beyond the arc right now. The best long-range shooting guards in the past 10 games. J.R. Smith on top. Second, Amon Shumpert.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play two guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
With Detroit, since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they've put up. 7th in three-point field goal percentage, 16th in blocks. And the shooting numbers a bit woeful. Just top 20 in the league in field goal percentage.
And they've also enjoyed a lot of success from beyond the arc. I mean, as you can see by that top 10 ranking in three-point percentage, that's a shot they should continue to feature in their offense.
And it's Smith missing. Pistons trail by 9.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measures 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friend.
That is good. 14 points for Brook Lopez.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
LeBron passes to Irving. Back to James from 18 feet away. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 23 points for LeBron. And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talked about the raw physical tools, and you factor in the two things as a big that I really value. Great hands and quick feet, and he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him, as they say. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Anderson Varejao checked in for Cleveland. in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Jennings kicks to Bellinelli. It's back to Jennings. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here is Jennings. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Inside. Here's Lopez. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Lopez has got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
James with it. 23 points in the game. Picked by Verejao. The drive by James. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Now here's Jennings. 10 points for him. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Verejao with a screen on Jennings. Irving with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Smith wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Smith's got 13.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Jennings kicks to Lopez. Little turnaround. Mozgov with the block.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Irving kicks to James. Feeds to Smith. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
And checking out the stats for Lopez. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 10 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland, and he gets it to go. 14 points for Brandon Jennings. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Irving drives in, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
Arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Pistons trail by 14. Outside Jennings. Lopez sets a screen for Jennings. There's the feed to Drummond. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Drummond's got 10 points in the game.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
On the wing, Johnson, covered by Smith. That is good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Shumpert. 11 points in the game. Baseline jumper. Bellinelli pulls it in.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce. And he is really in a zone right now playing.
And nothing is falling for him right now. Pistons trail by 7. Now here's Jennings. 17 points in the game. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Detroit's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Johnson the screen. He's got it, the fast break chance. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Morris is checked in for Andre Drummond. Thompson comes in for Johnson. Dinwiddie is checked in for Marco Bellinelli. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Now, here is Morris. 11 points in the game. Morris a screen. Dinwiddie dishes to Morris. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And so it's Cleveland with it. Here's Irving. 18 points for him. Picked by Mozgov. Irving kicks to Varejao. Shot clock at 5. Shumpert passes to Irving. Back to Shumpert. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Shumpert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Morris with a screen on Shumpert. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Lopez. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The Pistons have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And here's Irving. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Rondo. Lopez a screen. Dinwiddie kicks to Lopez, and he gets the bucket. Lopez has got 23 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Pistons trail by 8. And it's Rondo penetrating. Morris. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
He took good advantage of that screen. And that's 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Lopez sets a screen for Rondo. Out to Thompson, beyond the arc. Another three for Detroit.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Now, here's Thompson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Smith's shot is good. Smith's got 17 now.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off. Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Here's Rondo. Got a piece of it. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Good. Lopez has got 15 points here in the second half.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Off the pick. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Cavaliers on top, up by 9. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And the final period of play just about to start. Pistons trail by 9. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Thompson in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
At the first personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Marcus Smart.
And the first one at the line is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Jennings dishes to Morris. Drummond with a screen on James. Morris into the lane. And finally they hit one. Morris has got 19 points.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Irving with the ball. And Jennings picks him up defensively. Irving passes to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Irving. Irving double team. Back to Thompson. Irving against Jennings. Irving dishes to Shumpert. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 21 points for Iman Shumpert.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
James kicks to Thompson. Back to James. Kicks it out to Love. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons trail by 7. Rondo with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Rondo is doubled. Rondo is screen on Irving. Shumpert against Rondo. Johnson, the pass to Jennings. Thompson with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just lets basically loose on that. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Jennings with the bucket.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now Irving. Outside jumper. A three-pointer off the mark. Jennings with the ball. Over to the left wing. Rondo wide open. Thompson with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Jennings kicks to Rondo. He dishes it to Morris. To the right side. Thompson comes with the double team. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Morris, and it's Bellinelli in for Rajon Rondo. Lopez a screen, and it's Johnson penetrating. And the layup's good off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
It's a pick by Love. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Look from Love. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Poked away. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Shumpert slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Jennings kicks to Bellinelli. Lopez a screen. Here's Jennings, and he lays it straight in. Jennings has got 4 this quarter.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
It's a pick by Love. LeBron against Johnson. James dishes to Love. Shot clock at 6. James kicks to Irving. Thompson passes to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Now here's LeBron. Thompson outside. Kicks it to James. Love outside. The second chance effort, and it's sent back by Lopez. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Shumpert. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Jennings wide open. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jennings has got 24.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the 3-point line? Come on.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He told his team to keep looking for 3-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Tristan Thompson. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Pistons trail by 10 Outside Jennings. Lopez sets a screen for Jennings. The 10-footer. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action, and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play. You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out. And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks, keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover. +8 in the rebound differential, one more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Mozgov sets a screen for Irving. 4 on the shot clock. The pass to Bellinelli. Down low. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
You know, Brandon Jennings is that rare type of difference maker, a guy who can jumpstart your offense without turning the ball over. That's a valuable asset when you're trying to line up the W.
He feeds it to Johnson. Pulls up. Cavaliers with the rebound.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Nice shot by James.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Mozgov with the block. Down low. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Love. And that's now 30 points for LeBron. Pistons trail by 14. Outside Jennings. Dishes it to Drummond. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Irving dishes to Mozgov. Smith kicks to James. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Yeah, he was not to be denied on that possession.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. It's back to Jennings. And the rejection by Love.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Jennings against Irving. Jennings kicks to Lopez. Unloads from 13. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Mozgov. LeBron is doubled. Mozgov with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Shooting team. Kyrie.
Left side. Mind the lane. Mind the lane. Left side.
And that one falls for Irving.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
They set the screen. Passes it to Love. Can't get it to go. And Detroit the other way now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
It's stolen by Johnson. Jennings against Irving. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. The three-pointer, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
So it's the Cavaliers now. The lead is 15. Irving up top. He's guarded by Jennings. Love kicks to Irving. 5 to shoot. LeBron drives in, and that one is stuffed right through.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 17. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And Bellinelli kicks to Jennings. He had a nice open look right there. Jennings has got 10 points now just in this quarter. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Just 3 to shoot. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The free throw off from Irving.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 32 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Cleveland.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. A fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And you can rock the brooms now, fellas. They've found a way to defeat this opponent all 4 games this year, finishing out a clean sweep for their season series against the Pistons.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Irving. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. That free throw good from Tolliver.
Oh my God, I just got that.
He's off on the second. Well, they're really making a point of keeping.
I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Morris with the bucket.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Dellavedova. From deep, off the mark. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tonight another example of this team's excellent work here at home. What does winning here at home mean to this team?
It means a lot. It means that we come in every night to try to protect home court, and also our fans give us all the spirit and all the enthusiasm to come out and play hard in front of them. So a lot of credit to our fans that come and pack this gym every night. We're on our home floor, and our coaching staff always prepare us the right way to come out and try to dominate home.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength he's got.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, So, that's just what it is. Every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles, and you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game, you know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.
Ha. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. Ha, 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 ha. Come on with it. Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
More levels, more devils. Diesel, airing out the stage like a Neville. Brother, leave you. Dot on your face for no good reason at all. We in a bad place. Ha, ha. Hip hop is separated by the nice and the nice not. Underground and I'm ice hot. What rap my age to keep the mic hot? Ha, ha. Couple hip hop butter beans. Big sluggers move with me, it's a gutter team. I love women who know the boom from the back. OG still could fill a room when he rap. Mike Blessing in a recession is food giving back to occupy labels that.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It is the NBA playoffs. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, we have.
Yes. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, the top seed in the East, they'd never admit to looking past their opponent, but their goal is to make short work of this series and keep fresh for a title run. Game 1 of this series coming up. A lot of playoff experience here at this table. Shaq, what do you think is the most important thing to establish in the first game of a series?
Well, not literally, because I don't want anybody to get suspended, but you
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, direct your attention to center court. Now to present the most valuable player, NBA Commissioner Adam
To the great fans here tonight, to the first-class organization, and to an all-star group of teammates, you are the NBA most valuable player. Congratulations.
And there is a buzz in the air in the sold-out Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1. Game 1. With Greg Anthony and Clark Hill. This is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Look at Cleveland. So important in a 7-game series to maintain the home court advantage. The fans, the players, the coaches, guys, they know it's all on the line.
And, well, other than Game 7, I think Game 1 is the most important game of the series. For them as a home team, especially, lose this game, and then there goes home court advantage.
I don't see that happening, though. I mean, I just can't see it. Listen to this crowd. I mean, they don't want to let them down. So I can't see them losing this game. The atmosphere is electric, and that's going to play to their advantage here.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. Then there's a follow, and it's Galloway in at the point guard position. And the technical free throw is good. Follow against Smith. Pass to Galloway. 5 on the clock. From deep. It's hauled in by LeBron. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. It's a pick by Love. Irving dishes to Love. Out to the right wing. Mozgov wide open. He fires. The kick out to Irving. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Irving's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Cavaliers on D. Anthony kicks to a follow. Here's Porzingis. Back to a follow. He dishes it to Seraphin. Shoots. And that one hits back iron.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's just running the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Galloway kicks to Anthony. Here's Seraphin. Hits the jump hook. Seraphin's got his first points in this one.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
The drive by LeBron. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the night here. Free throw good, LeBron. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Galloway kicks to Anthony. Galloway, no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Kicks it to Anthony. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Kevin, gorgeous fadeaway there. I mean, that's one way to beat some tight defense.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Rob. Down low, Galloway. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Worked that one inside nicely.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Irving with it. Feeds it to Mozgov. Irving passes to Mozgov. Now here's Irving. Defense is right there. To the inside. And again, it's Carmelo Anthony. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Inside, here's LeBron. No good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Irving kicks to Mozgov. James outside. Back to Mozgov. Outside Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. New York with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Galloway, the pass to Aflalo. Outside Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Anthony's got 8 points.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Outside Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. Dishes it to Love. Fires for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Galloway kicks to Aflalo. New York moving it around. Here's Seraphin, and the Knicks good for 2.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now here's James. He's got 7. And that one's good, Irving. He has 5.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Galloway, the pass to Anthony. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The Knicks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And here is James. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Seraphin.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Aflalo, no good.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Here's Anthony. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. He already has 8 points. and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
The first free throw is good. A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Iman Shumpert in for LeBron. Lopez, he's checked in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. So Anthony nails both of them.
Cavaliers time.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Now Irving. He has 5. On the wing, Shumpert. The screen from Thompson. Follow against Shumpert. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Thompson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jefferson comes in for Smith, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And New York with a change here, too. Grant's checked in. Here's Dellavedova. Picked by Varejão. Shumpert can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Aflalo. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 19-7 run. That's tipped. Outside Jefferson. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And New York making a change here. Williams is checked in. Stolen by Grant. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Lopez. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Dellavedova dishes to Shumpert. Picked by Varejão. And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. Shumpert against the Aflalo. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Shumpert's got himself on the board with 3 there. The Knicks leading by 5. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, Derek Fisher had a few moments to share with me. He talked about how important this game is to them because it sets the tone for the rest of the series. Saying to win or lose, what is important in this opening game is that we play tough, we play smart, and we let them know they're in for a heck of a fight with us. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Aflalo, no good. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Shumpert with it. Now defended by Grant. Varejão with a screen on Aflalo. Back to Shumpert. It's Varejão, high post. Now the pass to Dellavedova. Pulls up on the elbow. And he hits the jump shot. And now just a 3-point Knicks lead.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Now Shumpert. And Jaren Grant missing on that last three-pointer. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That's his first foul. The screen from Thompson. Off the pick. That's good from Shumpert on the assist from Dellavedova. Shumpert's got 5.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Grant after the made shot from Amon Shumpert. Oh, Quinn, the pass to Grant. They can't stop the run with that one.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Passes it to Williams. New York moving the ball around. Verajao against Grant. Grant sets a screen for Williams. Clock at 6. Grant in the post. Jefferson on him. And he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers call time here. Amundsen is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 3. In the corner, it's Jefferson. And stolen by Williams. He feeds it to Amundsen. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one drops.
Oh my God, I just got that.
So he gets them both. Here's Dellavedova. Lopez with the steal. Grant against Jefferson. To the middle. Amundsen, good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Dellavedova kicks to Verajao. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In third, the Cavaliers.
You love their hustle and determination on the boards. It's that kind of play down low that has helped them win a lot of games this season. And now, obviously, it's going to be a key for them in the playoffs.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Grant dishes to Lopez. And Thompson sends it back. It's 2-on-1. Here's Shumpert. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Here's a follow, following the score by Cleveland. Williams attacking. Out to the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Now, here's Grant. Clock at 4. From deep, Aflalo. Verjao grabs the board.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Aflalo kicks to Amundsen. Pass to Grant. Lopez sets a screen for Grant. Over in the corner, Williams. There's the dish to Amundsen. On the wing, Williams. Off with the layup. And there's the feed to Shumpert. That's tipped. Shoots the 3. No good on that last second attempt there. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And a chance to hear from former number 2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus offensively. Two huge improvements for him. Greg, can he do more?
Definitely. He's already taken a big leap forward, and there's plenty more room for him to grow. He could become a real beast in this league.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Galloway and Miller filling out the wings. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Porzingis. And it's Grant in at the point guard. Here's Galloway. Back to Grant. Launches a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebound advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
He kicks it to Galloway. Anthony on the wing, covered by LeBron. Takes the 13-footer. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Anthony's got the game tied up here for New York.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Irving passes to Love. Kicks it out to LeBron. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
It's taken away by Smith, pushing it up. Here's Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Smith right side. And Cleveland again with the bucket. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Irving against Grant. And there's the foul on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And New York making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. Grant kicks to Anthony. All sorts of time, and again it's New York.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts. Cavaliers leading.
Now here is Irving. He's got 9. Love kicks to Irving. It's a pick by Love. Here's Smith. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Pass to Galloway. Anthony drawing the double team. He dishes it to Grant. There's a good screen. From 17 feet out, shot misses. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
The drive by James.
What a game for LeBron. He has 12 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Porzingis passes to Grant. Kicks it to Galloway. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Galloway has got 8 points. The Cavaliers leading by 4. LeBron dishes to Mozgov. Irving with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Feeds to Love. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Here's Galloway. 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Anthony for 3. But they'll get another chance. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Grant's got his second basket. Cavaliers have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Irving against Grant. Irving kicks to LeBron. Back to Irving. Dishes it to Smith. Off target from outside. Knicks trail by 5. Grant the pass to Porzingis. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Irving kicks to LeBron. The kick out to Irving. Irving double team. The pass to Smith. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. He told them to always have their eyes up, always be looking for passing lanes and ways to get the ball into the low post. That was the brunt of his message. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. And O'Quinn kicks to Galloway. Drills the three-pointer. Galloway has got 5 points in the quarter.
Aflalo created the space for that shot. He got his body right in the way of the defender.
James outside. Outside Irving. James against Anthony. 5 to shoot. Back to Irving. Shoots off the screen. That one wide left.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Aflalo with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Galloway. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 4. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that one's good. 16 points for LeBron.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
There's Galloway. 11 points in the game. Outside Anthony. Pass to O'Quinn. Aflalo up top. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Smith. And now it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. He really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. And then for New York, Lopez, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis. And Derek Williams subbed in for Anthony. Now, here is Irving. He's got 9. And it's Varejau penetrating.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Knicks trail by 8. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. It's tipped. Here's Dellavedova. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Dellavedova. Pick by Varejau. Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And so it's New York with it, following the score by Cleveland. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Aflalo. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA during the regular year. The Cavaliers, number 1.
I tell you what, Kevin, they've got to be really pleased with their performance in the regular season in terms of point production. I mean, they found scoring opportunities and made the most of them as a team. The work they've been doing in the offseason has clearly paid off.
Here's Galloway. 13 points in the game. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
For New York, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And Williams drops them both. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here's Lopez, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And these are his second and third free throws.
In the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
And both free throws good for Lopez. Cleveland's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Shumpert dishes to Dellavedova. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Aaron Aflalo. Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Here's Galloway. 13 points in the game. Aflalo outside. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And it's 7 points for Aaron Aflalo. Irving passes to Verejao. The right side. He feeds it to Verejao. 6 to shoot. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Aflalo. And again, it's New York.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
New York's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. That's good. Aflalo's got 11 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Good. Now just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Pick by Verejao. Irving dishes to Verejao. Got a piece of it. And again, Tristan Thompson. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
Here's Galloway. He's got 15. Lopez a screen. Lets the 3 fly. know what?
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
And that concludes the first half. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I've got Kevin Love here. And Kevin, I know you're tired and heading to the locker room, but after starting off a bit slow, you guys really started to pick it up out there.
Well, we had a slow start on defensive end, first few minutes, but we started to get it going on offensive end, and we feel good.
That was a winded Kevin Love, Mr. Harlan.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening for NBA playoff action. Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith by my side. For the Cavaliers, they've put themselves in decent shape to grab that all-important Game 1 victory. So far, they've clearly been the better team controlling the flow. By no means is it a runaway, but they've put themselves in a great position. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the opening half of basketball he played? I mean, so much riding on this game, and he came out with a sense of urgency to start.
And that's part of his greatness. I mean, in big games, he always performs, lays it out. He loves the games where everybody's watching, and you can see why. This is a big-time performer here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
And stolen by LeBron. Love the pass to James. Smith with it. Now Anthony defending. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Cavaliers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. James outside. Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Count it from 12. Irving's got 19 points.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Here's Galloway. He's covered by Irving. Outside Anthony. From the arc. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 8th assist here tonight.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a play.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Anthony against James. To the paint. Here's Seraphin. Drops it in from 11 feet. Seraphin's got 6.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Here's Irving. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The Cavaliers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. The free throw off from Irving.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 21 points and 7 assists. He's really opened up things for his passing by having so much success from the three-point line.
A double threat, really, in a big way today. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so Irving nails both of them. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Galloway. 15 points in the game. Anthony kicks to Serafin. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Serafin's got 4 points this quarter.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And a wide open look for James. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Grant, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And both free throws good for Anthony. So it's the Cavaliers now. 6-point game. The drive by LeBron. In the corner, Irving with it. There's the dish to Love. James against Anthony. LeBron is doubled. 4 on the shot clock. Smith for 3. Rebounded by Anthony. Knicks trail by 6. And the rejection by Love. Shot by Serafin, no good. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. It's deflected. Anthony kicks to Grant. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Anthony dishes to Grant, pulls up from the corner. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Jaren Grant.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Grant. Anthony drawing the double team. And O'Quinn kicks to Serafin. The feed to O'Quinn. Here's Galloway. And the rejection by LeBron. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Pass to Galloway. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's Smith, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tacks a few more points on for their lead with the tomahawk.
And that's bringing it down hard.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
There's Galloway, covered by Irving. Here's Serafin. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Smith with the basket on the assist by Love. And now an 8-point Cavalier lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
A follow the pass to Anthony. He kicks to Serafin. 5 on the clock. A follow left side. Anthony, no one around. New York, no good that time either.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Galloway following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Galloway. And here's Smith. 10 points for him. James with it. Now Anthony defending. Out to Smith. Outside Irving. Takes the 3. Back to Smith. There's the triple. That one is good again. He's 6 away from the floor with the basket. Knicks trail by 11. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Inside, here's Anthony, and the rejection by LeBron.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now Irving. 25 points in the game. He dishes it to Mozgov. Now here's Aflalo. Down low, here's Galloway. The stupendous finish in traffic. Galloway has got 19 points.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
James dishes to Irving. Back to LeBron. Clock at 4. Will not drop through. That miss puts him at 6 for 10. And a fast break now for New York. Galloway, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Love with the screen for James. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for Smith. The Knicks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Kevin Seraphin. And Derek Williams subbed in for Anthony. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
So Derek Fisher is going to talk to his team right here. Timeout taken. Knicks trail by 12. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Galloway, the pass to O'Quinn. New York moving the ball around. Aflalo dishes to O'Quinn. There's the screen. 5 to shoot. Nobody near Williams. And it's rebounded by Anderson Varejau. Varejau's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Out to Shumpert from 18 feet away. Back to Irving. Feeds it to Shumpert. Puts up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Well, a good game tonight for Aflalo. 13 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Now here's LeBron. 19 points in the game. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Dishes to Galloway. Lopez, a screen on Irving. Here's Galloway, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Irving kicks to Thompson. The pass to LeBron. On the wing, Irving. Irving double team. Poked away. Thompson passes to Varejao. From past the arc. And LeBron James gets it to go. James has got 22 points.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes.
You're right.
Hello, Sal. Hello, Sal. Hello.
Could be Kevin and me. A dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And the Knicks making a change here. Amundsen's checked in.
May sounds na. Alright. Mega shoutout pa rin, bro. The Beard Man. Bro, thank you sa pagtambay kahit na. Kanina medyo pinatay natin eh. Gawa ng tawag nito. May session kanina. Ayan. So guys, enjoy lang watching PS4. Itong ating NBA. Playoffs na to sa akin eh. Mega shoutout sa 6 million people na nandyan. Na nagtiis. Mula kanina. Uy, ayun, libre. Boom. Ang bira sablay. Mega shoutout po sa lahat na nandyan. Salamat po sa inyong pa-BG sa inyong host. Malaking bagay na po ito para sa akin. Salamat po sa pagpunta sa akin. LS na naging libre ang kalaban. Ayan ang score. 192, 8. Baka matalo pa ako ah. Uy. Wop.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for New York?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy.
Hindi makapag-pass break.
Are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also
Pasa natin dito. Tingnan natin ang play. Ayun. Nice dunk. Anong ulam natin, the Beard Man? Anong ulam natin? Tapos na mag-dinner, the Beard Man. Elbow cup. Elbow cup. Yan, mga 30 minutes na lang tayo, guys. Alam, marami yata ako kasabay mag-LS. Woo!
Galloway has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Cleveland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's a big. The temper finds the target.
Kala ko matatravel pa ako. So guys, kumusta kayo dyan? Konting tease na lang. Matatapos na rin itong ating live streaming. 30 minutes na lang guys. Third quarter na yan. Sakto to.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more
Hindi makapag-pass break.
They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here is Verjao. Thompson dishes to Verjao. And there's
ay.
Knicks trail by 6.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Well, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
On the way to follow. That good. Galloway has got 28.
Tatlo na lang. Nayayari pa yata ako dito. Uy. Yun, libre.
That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Meron pa tayong isang quarter. Last quarter. Alright, last quarter.
Shot is off.
Oh. Alright, mega shoutout po sa 7 million people na nandyan. Shout out sa inyo. Salamat po dito sa pag-drop by sa akin na PS4 live gaming po. And thank you so much guys for spending time with your host. Regardless of kanina, medyo bumagal yung ating internet connection. And syempre, wala rin ako kaninang microphone kasi po ay tawag nito. Meron pong maingay po kanina dito sa amin. Merong inuman session sa aming kapitbahay. Kaya hindi na po nag-microphone kanina ang inyong host. But today, medyo okay na. Mukhang natapos yata sila. Bago naman niya kasing magtatagal sa session. Dahil sa ating mga pangyayari ngayon sa mundong ito. Alright, pasa. Takbo na. Hindi pa nakita mag-slam to si Kyrie Irving ng one hand. One-handed slam. Puro two-handed slam. Nice. Hindi na ito ma-under yung aking Salamat po sa mga 7 million viewers na nandyan na naka-background lang. Salamat po. Oh, mali pa yata. Salamat po ng marami. Enjoy ko lang tong ating game dito. Kahit na wala yatang NBA ngayon. Dahil sa COVID, kaya ito na lang. Tsagayin na lang natin ito. Mukha naman silang tao. Alright!
That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. 25 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Loose D here, critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines and have him get that good a look.
Foul.
That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Ayun, pasok dito. Naku po, mali pa.
The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Oh, sino open? Ayun, open. Nice.
Not bad as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%. Galloway kicks to a follow. Outside Anthony. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and
lifeless
at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Knicks trail by 7. Now the dish to Galloway. That's to Porzingis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this league, they need every edge they can get.
The first free throw is good.
Ikutan. Iba naman yun. Iba naman.
Both good from the line that
Ano lang, kinalembang ko lang. Alright. Alright. Ang bira. Ba yun? Yun, takbo. Takbo. Dakdaka na. Uy. Alright. Ang bira. Naiguri pa yata, oh. Oh, pinilit din. Thank you so much, Rain Channel, Jaren Channel. Salamat sa pag-BG mo dyan. Salamat po. Very much appreciated inyong host. 3. Boom. Patay ah. 6 lang naman ko ah. Madali pa ako dito. Yan guys, binalik yung aking microphone kasi kanina ay medyo may session sa kabilang kampo. Kaya minarapat ko na inyong host na i-close muna ang kanyang microphone.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front.
Time out, time out, time out.
All by himself, it looks like.
New York calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the batteries.
Yan, enjoy nyo lang pagsayaw ng ating mga cheerleader.
And part of it too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Tama na yung time up na yan, coach. Okay na, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Was just going over the plan with his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Libre. Up, up. Uy! Takbo, takbo. Takbo, guys. Tira mo na.
That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. It's as if the defense is
pambira.
Yeah, you know, the pace is
bagal bumaba.
The deeper we've gotten into this game,
parang pagod na tong mga tao ko ah.
Speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been
bagal na tumakbo.
Irving kicks to Smith.
Ayan, libre. Sabay siya. Play, 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 play.
6 on the shot clock.
Wala akong magawa, tira na. Pumasok.
Knicks trail by 10.
Ay, gusto kong kumain sa 7-Eleven. Pero, sarado ang 7-Eleven foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. James checked in for
Yun, pasok na, idol. Salamat po sa lahat na naka-BG dyan. Salamat po sa pag-stay ninyo sa akin live streaming. Libre na. So, parang gano'n ang luwag-luwag ng depensa. Dito ka, kanya. Palit, palit tayo, palit, palit. Patay. Yun.
They set the pick, and Mozgov comes to help. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Ba yan, Irving? Kala ko ikaw ng best handler sa lahat.
A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
Eh, tayo ng mga tao. Shout out to the 6 million viewers right there in my live streaming. PS4 live streaming, guys. Thank you so much. Ngayon lang po binalik na yung host ang kanyang microphone. Yan.
Here's LeBron. He kicks to Irving.
Libre!
Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron assists on the night.
Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last
Nangyari.
thing you want to
Technical.
do. The opposite of smart basketball.
May technical foul dyan. Dami rin nakatambay sa ito sa sablay si Carmelo ah. Tira niya, dampot niya. Defense, defense guys, defense. Thank you so much for the 7 million viewers na nandyan na nakamasid. Mga nakamasid. Salamat po sa pag-BG-BG dyan sa aking background. Eastern Playoffs no, dito sa aking PS4 gaming.
And the first one at the line is good. And a follow, drops them both. Like that. Dishes to Seraphin. From 10 feet out. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't.
Ayan, mga 15 minutes na lang guys. Tatapusin natin itong ating gaming. Mga 20 minutes pala, 20 minutes. Para exact. No?
Love outside. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 15 points for Kevin Love.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I
Thank
mean,
you so much for the 6 million, 5 million, 4 million, 3 million people right there. Yan mga nakasuporta guys. Thank you so much po. Very much appreciate yung host. Habang binabantayan ko to, rebound, patay na.
Terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Porzingis has got 8 here in the quarter.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing through the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Shoots from 12. And that
Boom.
is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
And here's a foul.
Bantayan mo, yan. Oops. Oops, foul.
Shooting for Cleveland, Aaron Aflalo, 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in.
Capricious Caprice, andiyan ka na pala ulit. Thank you so much. Haha, tinatamad kasi fake. Anong fake?
Dami.
Good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers leading by 11.
Salamat sa pagtambay guys ha. Salamat sa pagtambay niyo sa aking live streaming kahit na hindi nyo nakikita. Kanina wala pa rin microphone. Tapos wala pang nakikita. Dahil ang bagal ng internet ng Philippines. Yan. Guys, stay safe tayo ha. Kasi anong balita kasi parang na-extend yata ang tawag ito. Ang tawag ito. Yung
is in. LeBron's got 26.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. They want things to be easy on themselves here late. Make sure he has the ball.
Stolen by Thompson. The finish, and LeBron throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard.
Salamat po sa 3 milyon na nandyan. Hindi ko ma-imagine, no? Live streaming 3 viewers. Ang bakdak! Hindi, pabira.
And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
In 17 minutes, this live streaming will end soon.
Be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something.
Hello there, brother. Lalkila. Haha, nice.
He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the time.
Just a while ago, my internet connection is a little bit weak. Not that too strong. You know, Lalkila, here in the Philippines, the internet connection is the poorest among the poorest.
He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Coach detailed the ways to
How are you, Lalkila?
out there with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Time to slip up there, Kevin.
Technical due to bad language.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do.
What?
The opposite of smart basketball.
Bad language? Ah, sa laro pala. Gloria Dugay is still in there. Nice, salamat po na marami. Thank you so much po sa pag-drop by dito sa akin live streaming. Pasensya na po kanina kung bakit po walang tawag nito, walang sound dahil sa kabila pong sa kabilang bahay po ay merong session, medyo maingay po. Thank you so much guys sa pa-BG nyo dyan. Suporta nyo sa inyong host. Salamat po na marami. Yan, enjoy nyo lang. Matatapos na rin itong aking live streaming na to. Tapusin ko lang tong game na to. Pass. Oh. Balik. Ooh. Foul. Counted.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Smith. 22 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Free throw na, boy. Free throw, yan. Shoot it, baby. Shoot it. Uh-oh. Yan naman ko. Matambak naman pala eh. It's the NBA on IBC 13. Rebound, come on, takbo! Ay, naku, bagal nyo bumaba. Ang bagal nyo, guys. Pagod na ba kayo? Yun, pasa mo, double team. Yun, libre. Boom!
Irving's got 43 points.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Naku, yun. Pasok ulit. Takbo. Dakda ka na.
And he dunks it down.
And with that basket, you have to think this lead is secure.
Ooh, J.R. Smith.